are you?
I'm Frampton Noodle, and I'm here to see your aunt.
Okay, my aunt will be down presently, Mr. Noodle. In the meantime, you must try and keep up with me.
Frampton Noodle endeavored to say the correct something which should duly flatter the niece of the moment without unduly discounting the aunt that was to come. Privately, he doubted more than ever whether these formal visits on a succession of total strangers would do much towards helping the nerve cure which he was supposed to be undergoing. Frampton wondered whether Mrs. Stapleton, the lady to whom he was presenting one of the letters of introduction, came into the nice division.
I know how it will be.
Do you know many of the people around here?
Hardly a soul. My sister was living here about 4 years ago. She gave me some letters of introduction to some of the people out here.
Then you know practically nothing about my aunt.
Only her name and her address.
He was wondering whether Miss Stapleton was in the married or widowed state. An undefinable something about the room seemed to suggest masculine habitation.
Her great tragedy happened just 3 years ago. That would be since your sister's time.
Her tragedy?
You may wonder why we keep that window wide open on an October afternoon.
It is quite warm for the time of the year, but has that window got anything to do with the tragedy?
Out through that window 3 years ago, to a day, her husband and her 2 young brothers went out for their day shooting. They never came back. They crossed the moor to their favorite shooting ground. They were all 3 enfolded in a treehouse rose piece above. It had been that dreadful wet summer, you know, and places and their safety years gave away suddenly without warning. Their bodies will never recover. That was the dreadful part of it. Poor aunt always thinks that they will come back someday. They and the little brown spaniel that was lost with them, and walked in at the window just as they used to. That is why the window is kept open every evening till it is quite dusk. Poor dear aunt, she has often told me how they went out, her husband with his wife, waterproof coat over his arm, and Brody, her youngest brother, singing "Birdie, why do you bow?" as he always did to tease her because she said it goes into her nerves, you know. Sometimes on still quiet evenings like this, I almost get a creepy feeling that they will walk in throughout that window.
She broke off with a little shudder. It was a relief to Frampton when the aunt bustled into the room with a whirl of apologies for being late in making her appearance.
I hope Vera has been amusing you. She has been very interesting. I hope you don't mind the open window. My husband and brothers will be home directly from shooting, and they always come in this way. They've been out for a snipe in the marshes today, so they'll make a fine mess over my poor carpets. So, like you men folk, isn't it?
She rattled on cheerfully about the shooting and the scarcity of birds and the prospects for duck in the winter. To Frampton, it was all purely horrible. He made a desperate but only partially successful effort to turn the talk on to a less ghastly topic. He was conscious that his hostess was giving him only a fragment of her attention, and her eyes were constantly straying past him, the open window and the lawn beyond. It was certainly an unfortunate coincidence that he should have paid his visit on their tragic anniversary.
The doctors agree in ordering me complete rest, an absence of mental excitement, and avoidance of anything in the nature of violent physical exercise. On the matter of diet, they are not so much in agreement. No? Here they are at last, just in time for tea, and don't they look muddy up to the eyes?
In the deepening twilight, 3 figures were walking across the lawn towards the window. They all carried guns under their arms, and one of them was additionally burdened with a white coat hung over his shoulders. A tired brown spaniel kept close at their heels. Noiselessly, they neared the house, and then a hoarse young voice chanted out of the dusk, "I said, Birdie, why do you bow?"
Here we are, my dear, fairly muddy, but most of it's dry. Who was that who bottled that as we come up?
A most extraordinary man, a Mr. Noodle, could only talk about his illnesses and dashed off without a word of goodbye or apology when you arrived. One would think he had seen a ghost. Romance at short notice was her specialty.